Welcome to Wedding Booking System. Today we're going to cover off why 95% of venues have been forced to work in a way that keeps them underbooked. What we can do about that to break the cycle, to book more weddings with less effort for more profit. My name's Tim Hughes. I'm founder of Wedding Booking System here in the UK. Today we're going to share some real value with you, like what has really been wrong with the industry, why it's been going on for far too long, and also how our 220 plus venue clients are running their venues in a smarter, not harder, and more profitable way. And those of you watch through this with me today, it's immediately going to click. You're going to get why it's felt so hard running your venue all these years, why this system works so well, and how it can work for you too. Let's jump in. I want to share as much as we can in the time that we've got. A quick sense check. Am I in the right place? We don't want to waste anybody's time. This is for wedding venues that feel like the amount of time and effort they put in does not equal the amount of bookings they receive. But what's really going on here, guys? What's the real problem? Because there are so many moving parts operationally and in the sales process, the root cause has remained unknown. It's remained hidden for too long. At Wedding Booking System, we've taken the time to deconstruct the process. Over the last 5.5 years, working with our 220 plus venue clients and speaking to a whole bunch more, every single venue we spoke to, regardless of size, regardless of shape, regardless of structure, all were experiencing one, some or all of the following three challenges. Inquiry levels were not consistent. So, of course, neither were their show rounds or their bookings. Inquiry flow is like the petrol that goes into a car. If that's inconsistent, you're going to have an inconsistent endpoint. You're never going to get to where you need to be. Next up is time waster inquiries that plague the industry. Industry average states that 75 to 85% of initial inquiries are not serious. They've got no intention of booking your venue at all. But the team have to treat them as if they are serious. We've just identified 75 to 85% wasted labour. There's been no intelligence layer at inquiry level, and it's causing this huge bottleneck. Next up is the endless follow-up and using outdated methods to get the job done. It's manual. Nobody answers the phone anymore. Nobody responds to email when they should. So the message isn't getting through. The message and the follow-up is not getting through. And what that actually means is, guys, it means that you're falling at the first hurdle. Venues today don't have a sales problem. What they have is a communications problem. The message is not getting through, and you're losing that prospect. But collectively, it's a broken process that forces venues to operate their business based on hope. We'll prove that now. So this is the way most venues are kind of set up to run the wedding side of the business. We'll look at the key stages now of the sales process and some typical numbers. Let's say 100 inquiries come in. We'll be generous and say 30 of those actually respond. From those responses, we might get 5 through for a show round, and we might convert 5 of those show rounds into maybe 1 booking. But hold on, what if we didn't want 1 booking that month? What if the target was 5 bookings? Working top down in this traditional funnel way is leaving us wide open to be underbooked as a venue, because we're kind of just hoping that we get enough inquiries through the front door. We hope that we get enough responses. We hope that enough of those responses turn into show rounds. We hope that enough turn into bookings. But what if there was a new way? Well, welcome to Wedding Booking System. It's one easy to use system that solves each of those key challenges faced by 95% of venues out there today, enabling you to book more weddings month after month, year after year, and generally work more smarter, not harder in your business. How does it work? 3 simple steps. Step 1, we're going to give you more inquiries in your business so that you're always working with the right amount. Step 2, we're going to remove the time wasters out of the equation so the team now work only with serious brides. Step 3, We're going to enable you to do less follow-up and less chasing in the business so that you do less work to get more bookings on autopilot. What's the outcome? Of course, more bookings, less effort, more profit. Let's go into each of these stages in a little bit more detail. So step one, you'll never have to worry about inquiry levels ever again. Why wait for engaged couples to find you when we can bring them to you exactly when you need them? How do we do that? By running expert paid social media advertisements to generate inquiries for your venue like clockwork. We've done £3 million of ad spend for our 220 plus venue clients over the last 5 years, which means we're experts at generating inquiries specifically for wedding venues. Imagine having this tap that you can turn on or turn off in your business that keeps that level where it needs to be. It will make running your business very, very simple. Now, step two is where we take all of those inquiries and we are literally going to show your team who the serious ones are. And we do that by monitoring the responsiveness of each and every prospect that comes into the system. And then the system is literally going to hand your team the most serious ones so that they can book them before the competition can. This has been the game changer, guys. This has literally helped our 220 plus venue clients save literally 27 plus a year in wasted labor, 27K a year in wasted labor. And purely by preventing them from chasing the wrong prospects. Next up is step three. In this step, we are literally going to show you how the system can do 90% of that time consuming follow-up for you. We're going to send exactly what your contacts want, exactly when they need it, everything from instant brochure delivery to perfectly timed follow-ups to show round reminders, all fully tailored to your venue. Which means, guys, you can now focus on what really moves the needle in your business. Doing the show rounds, taking the bookings. This is the real revenue generating activity, if we think about it, not all of the time consuming admin. So let's look at this in play in the real world. This is the kind of old way in front of us, the one that we just went through. This traditional top-down funnel, the way that most venues are running right now, the way that sets us up to almost fail from the start, the way that's keeping us underbooked. Well, what we do at Wedding Booking System, we enable our venue clients to work bottom up with the booking goal set right from the start each month. If we want those 5 bookings based on your conversion rates, we're going to need more like 25 show rounds to get there. We're going to need more like 150 actual responses. And we're going to need more like 500 inquiries to work with in the first place. Inquiries on demand, make sure we get those inquiries in to the business. Inquiry intelligence surfaces the right amount of serious prospects that we need. And then accelerate works all the way through the inquiry range, turning more inquiries into more show rounds into more bookings, so that you guys can be more hands-off and focus on what moves the needle in the business. Means now that we end up fully booked versus underbooked, we replace hope for predictability in our business to create a venue that we can rely upon. And look, the results speak for themselves. Guys, this is just a 2-slide case study. We invite you to meet Peter. Peter owns 7 venues in the UK. Now, he has this one venue that's consistently underbooked, but on paper, it should be fully booked. It's a beautiful looking venue. I said, tell me what's going on, Peter. He said, look, Tim, we've got this large team and we keep adding staff, but we still feel like there's never enough hours in the day to get the job done. We're consistently chasing our tail. It's completely cat and mouse every single day. We've got local competition in the area and we know that that's growing. We've tried everything. So I started to explain to Peter, I said, look, this process of running a wedding venue, it hasn't, if you think about the sales side, it hasn't really changed much in the last 20 years, and it's totally broken. I said it's the way that you're handling your inquiries that's the problem. Your team are stuck here, Peter, between the inquiry and the show round stage, trying to get people in through the front door to view the venue. They're stuck here, where all the headache is. Time wasters, following up, chasing, losing out to the competition. I said, our system takes care of this, Peter, so that your team can take care of this, doing the show rounds, taking the bookings. As I said, what actually moves the needle in the business. We plugged Peter in, and in 108 days, we generated Peter 712 new inquiries, translated into 124 new show rounds, and netted out at 28 booked weddings. His return on investment at that point was nearly 3,000%. Some anecdotal feedback from the business. You've given us the best month since we opened the doors. The system enables us to focus on taking bookings versus chasing brides all day. You've literally doubled our booking rate. Here's some feedback from the GM at the time. Sam has seen this week's inquiry stats and is so happy and said, whatever you do, please do not change it. And we said, of course we won't. And some feedback over here from the actual brides themselves. I'll leave you guys to read this at your own leisure. There is a full case study available upon request. But we also have James. I'm now fully booked. Wedding booking system, and now the only business I work with to grow my venue. I couldn't recommend them any higher. Or like Monica, we've doubled our business in the last 14 months. Or like Julie, there's too many points here, guys, but this is the one I like the most. Couples are arriving for their show round better informed, more engaged, more excited. They arrive feeling like they already have a relationship with us because of the communication that the system delivers leading up to their visit. Or like Emma, full case study available, guys. Just give me a shout if you want it. Emma completely scrapped her existing chase system. Wedding booking system has revolutionized how we work. Or any of these guys telling their own unique story about how this system has revolutionized how they work too. So there's two options at this point. You can carry on as you are, operating the old way, or if this makes perfect sense to you, then get in touch with us. We'd love to speak to you. Drop us a message via the website, via social media, or request a call. The website is weddingbookingsystem.co.uk. Please make sure you go to .co.uk and not .com, because you will go through to to Joe over in the US. When we speak, we will cover off the problems that you guys need fixed in your business, what the true bottlenecks are inside your business, and we will share with you the packages that will fix those problems for good and take you where you need to be commercially in your venue. We have a full service offering, or some venues start with a system-only approach to drive operational efficiency, getting more bookings with the inquiry flow that they currently have, and then add inquiry generation later on if required. But don't worry, we'll guide you through this process and what the best option is to kick off with. We'll also cover off how we become an extension of your team. This is not just another system, guys, but it's expert level support that transforms all of these key areas of your business. On average, we deliver over 28K of value to your venue. And it just means that we are now working so closely together, fostering that accountability to make sure that we are ensuring growth inside your venue. I can't stress how closely we work together. We will also cover off how we invite you to lock out the competition to create a tangible competitive advantage inside your business. We do that by inviting you to lock out your top 5 closest competitors, meaning they don't get to work with us and you do. However, this also means your place may be locked out already by another venue, so apologies if this is the case, but we can check on that for you when we speak. We'll also cover off why you can't get this level of support anywhere else. Nobody in market has this level of expertise and has built this solution that drives this result. We'll also cover off the expert onboarding phase and how our team handle this for you on a completely done for you basis. It takes around 30 days. Please factor this into to your thought process, guys. And we'll also cover off our zero risk guarantee. We will literally double your booking rate in the next 90 days. If you do not completely fall in love with this new way of working, you're free to walk away at any time. We offer completely risk-free terms because we know you will want to stay partnered with us long term, i.e. no going back to the old way of working after experiencing this. So please get in touch, guys. If you've enjoyed what we've shared with you today, we would love to start generating these results for your venue too. Thank you.